So I wanted to share a letter that I found. Um, the original is safely with the courier on its way to my attorney because the other day, yesterday, I was preparing to do some work in my math course, and I I look here on the wooden desk behind me, and I found a letter just neatly folded up with some writing on it that I recognized my wife Jinky's handwriting, and the first uh, first words on this neatly composed and neatly folded letter is "Dear Ray," and these who is Ray? Well, both of my sons with Jinky have the name Ray. So, um, Daisaku, the first one is Daisaku bin Elias Ray, and the second son here on the wall is Ray Alexander Pena. So, when I saw Dear Ray, I thought that she was writing a letter to Ray, and um, that's not so strange or unusual. Um, I mean, people do that. Write letters like maybe to their baby son if you're a soldier and you're not sure if you're gonna make it out of the war, alive, and you want to say something to your son later when he's old enough to read, um, or if you're a woman pregnant and you just want to write a letter to your as yet unborn child who maybe you already know the gender and you've already picked a name. But so I thought, okay, Jinky wrote a letter to our son, and so I don't feel anything, along the lines of anger. I just felt curiosity. So I look at it, and it's not dated. Um, I want to scan it over in the last of the 4 pages. It says, Jinky and Daisaku, we love you. So I'm like, okay, so uh, and then it says Dada. I don't know what that is. I mean, Dada. What's that, Daddy? Or some baby babble talk? Um, but okay, so it is. I thought a letter to Ray Alexander. Um, but as soon as I started to read, because my knowledge of Filipino or Tagalog, as the language is known, um, is limited, but I do know some words. Um, and when I start scanning it over, okay, it's not a letter to a baby, Ray Alexander. Somebody else has the name Ray. And then I took pictures and I sent it to some people, like my friend Omar, whose English is quite good, and um, who who is a Filipino, so he's fluent in the language around here. Um, in this part of the Philippines, Tagalog. Um, and what he told me was quite shocking. So this is a love letter from Jinky to a man named Ray, and the contents of this letter are shocking. It's a bombshell, and it's like, it's like a gift from God or the gods or the universe that I really don't know how it just appeared on my desk. I don't remember exactly if I opened a book or something, and then it fell out, or if it was just sitting there on my desk. It's very strange how it happened, but it's as if the letter was put there by divine intervention, because this letter uh, will probably be the deciding factor to for the custody case, so that it will turn out in my favor, and I will have custody of both Daisaku and Alexander. I can't call them Ray, because it kind of makes me sick. Because um, once I realized, when Omar gave me preliminary translation of some of this, uh, and when I understood what I could understand from reading over this, it became clear. And then I realized only yesterday, when Daisaku is coming up on 4 years old in a little over a month, and Alexander is about 2.5 years old. Only now I realize why Jinky wanted Daisaku's name to be Ray, and then again wanted the second child's name to be Ray. She was naming these children of mine, from my seed, my DNA, my contribution, not from another man named Ray. My children. She was naming them after another man, in honor of another man. This is like Jerry Springer, Maury Povich kind of stuff. This is this is crazy stuff that makes you shake your head. The woman that you married um, doesn't love you. And she states in this letter uh, what I had suspected, honestly, but um, never could really prove, and didn't really want to believe, that the only reason, it's even hard to say now, the only reason that she wanted me was for money, was so that I, as a foreigner of some means, um, you know, that, given the low economic position of her family, her upbringing, and her all of her siblings, you know, currently, and her father, um, that I would be like a tool to help them uh, live less in poverty. Um, so that's soul crushing. That realization, it's soul crushing for me to know that the reason why she wanted Daisaku's first name to be Ray is to be named in honor of another man. Her lover, her boyfriend, who, by the way, as she states in here, is a married man. I don't know his status, if he's still living with his wife, but Ray is a married man who has children with his wife. I don't know how old he is, uh, this Ray, but she did tell me, after I came here, that she had been in a long term relationship before I arrived in the Philippines. And I started talking to Jinky in 2016 when she was 18 years old. And then I arrived here. She was 19 in 2017. So if she's been in a long term relationship, well, how do you define long term? Usually that would mean more than a year, right? Well, time is relative, you know. Long term, somebody who's a septuagenarian might have to be at least 10 years. But if you're only 18 or 19, long term is maybe only 6 months or more. But anyway, long term, and back then she didn't explain to me that he's older, and of course she didn't tell me that he's married, and that she was a willing mistress, and it's so damaging to her character as this court these court dates approach. The first one coming March 31st. Um, she wants to paint a picture of herself as an innocent victim, and that I'm the bad guy, and so she should be the one to have custody of the kids because I'm such a bad guy. Um, but yeah, so um, so Ray, if she was in a multi-year relationship as Ray's mistress, that means that she was a mistress uh, before reaching the age of majority, before turning 18, before becoming an adult under the law. So, I mean, when most people, when they see a 16-year-old and a 17-year-old, they're not going to say child. At least not me. I don't look at a 16 and a 17-year-old and think child. At least not most of them. Some of them might be very, very young looking, and I definitely have seen them. They're like, I'm 20, okay, but you look 11. Um, but yeah, I mean, and her family, her siblings, it's common for her sisters uh, to uh, to get pregnant and sometimes give birth before becoming an adult, before turning 18. So yeah, that's another thing. She's a mistress, and as she said in here, she'd like to be a mistress of Ray because she loves him and he loves her. So it's kind of funny. Around 10 p.m. yesterday, I sent a message. I guess it was the day before yesterday now. I sent a message to Jinky in our messaging app. It's called Telegram. And I described this letter, and I pretended like I didn't know that it was a letter to some man named Ray, and that I was still under the impression that I was under at first, that it was a letter to our son. And I said, I found this curious letter, Dear Ray, and it's all in Tagalog. It's And I said, but it's strange. It's like you're talking to our son as if he has kids already. And Jenky's like, oh, never mind that letter. You can throw it away. I'm not gonna do that because I actually do know what it is, and I imagine that her heart rate picked up because she realized what letter that I had found without even looking, and her reaction was to message me and say, "Hey, can I call you?" And before I could reply, she video called me and she said, "Yeah, like I said, it was 10 p.m., a little past 10 p.m." And she said, "Oh, can I come over? I want to come over." For context, the last time she visited, brought Daisaku for a visit, um, to visit me and Alex. Uh, she, I wanted to give her a hug, and she refused. She didn't want push me away. Uh, so, so there's that, and then uh, as soon as I bring up this letter, she says she calls me. She's like, "I want to come right now." Now it's past 10 p.m. Yeah, I'll take a motorcycle, like ride in the back someone else of someone else's motorcycle, get a ride over there because she sold the motorcycle that I had bought for her. Um, this is just this is just this is so messed up. It's like Mari Povich, Jerry Springer. You're probably retired. You're probably like 80 years old now, but Mari Povich or some other talk show or Rafi Tulfo, the Filipino, like kind of Jerry Springer type show. Yeah, that Jinky is a fan of. Like, it's the type of stuff that you thrive on, that you want for your shows. Uh, be like, find this Ray person and bring him on the show, and let the first time that I confront him, that I meet him, be on the show. And let Rafi Tulfo. Um, the show is sometimes in English because the show uh, it sometimes features people like me, people from the United States or people from um, other countries, and they speak English as a first or second language, and Rafi speaks English as a second language, but he seems pretty fluent. Um, and like I swear, I would go on Rafi Tulfo. I mean, my 15 minutes of fame. Why not? I mean, this situation is fucked up, no matter what. So why not? Let everybody else enjoy the drama. All the people, I'm guessing mostly women in the Philippines, who tune into Rafi Tulfo um, for their fix of going ooh at other people's problems, other people's drama. Well, let them, and then bring Jinky on, and let's she'll probably start crying and hurling insults at me, but then probably Rafi Tulfo will be like, "Okay, calm down, Jinky. Let's talk about who Ray is." And then Ray, brought into the studio, and I'm sitting across from him, and there's tension, and well, so this letter, I'm gonna read it. Uh, I'm not gonna understand everything I'm saying. Most of it I won't. I'll just be pronouncing words. But if you happen to be watching and you're uh, a Filipino, or you otherwise understand then you'll understand. And then I have a translation by a woman who works for me as like a housekeeper, um, and cook and nanny, uh, into English. But, so it says, "Dear Ray," I'm sorry. Hindi ko alam kung paano ko sisimulang ang sulat na ito. Puno ako ng galit at sama ng loob sa lahat ng nangyari. Mahabang panahon na rin ang lumipas at nasayang natin. Alam kong wala sa bokabularyo ng buhay mo ang magkaroon ng pamilya sa labas. Ilang taon na rin ang lumipas simula nung makilala kita. Alam ko sa hindi magandang paraan mo ako nakilala. Isang gagong bata lang. At tingin mo sa akin dati, pero pareho natin hindi inakalang magtatagal at maraming mangyayaring mga bagay-bagay sa atin. Alam mo ba na ikaw ang bumago sa akin, nagturo ng mga aral at karanasan sa buhay sa ilang taong kitang nakasama sa buhay ko. Sobra akong naging thankful kasi finally may taong nakakaintindi sa akin. Naging masaya ako sa piling mo at hindi ko yun itinatangi. Mula pagkabata ko, atensyon ang hanap ko sa kahit sino dahil hindi ko yun naramdaman sa pamilya ko, at ikaw ang taong nagparamdam sa akin nun. Pinaramdam mo sa akin na may halaga ako, na may taong may pakialam sa akin. Sobrang saya ko na dumating ka sa buhay ko. Mali man ang paraan ng pagkakakilala mo sa akin, pero naging totoo ako sa iyo sa nararamdaman ko para sa iyo. Alam kong mali nung umpisa pa lang na maging parte ako ng buhay mo dahil may pamilya ka, may mga anak ka, at ayokong masira yun. Ayokong makasira ng pamilya, kaya pinili kong maging isang bulag na babae. Ipinikit ko mga mata ko sa kung anong katotohanan. Mayroon ka. Tiranggap ko ng maluwag sa dibdib kung anong magiging kapalit ng relasyong ito. Di nagtagal, minahal kita nung totoo, naging kabit ako. Wala akong pakiaalam kung usapan kamuhian ako ng pamilya ko. Ang daming bagay na nangyari sa akin simula nung makilala kita. Lalo akong nalayo sa pamilya ko. Disappointment ang tingin nila sa akin. Pero nandyan ka tinulungan mo kung don't know what this first letter is. Uh, Tangat. Maybe it's a T. Tangat. Ang sarili ko sa paningin nila. Alam mo ba na itinali ko na yung sarili ko sa'yo? Sabi ko sa sarili ko na kahit anong mangyari, hindi ako bibitaw hanggang sa dumating si Elias. That would be me. Ang pinakamalaking pagkakamali na ginawa ko, ang naging dahilan kung bakit wala nung pagmamahal diyan sa puso mo para sa akin at napalitan ng galit. Inaamin ko na kasalanan ko ang lahat kung bakit nasira tayo. Tama ka na pinili ko siya dahil para sa pamilya ko. Kripisyo ko yung sarili kong kaligayahan para sa pamilya ko na kahit kailan hindi ko naramdaman na pamilya nila ako. Masakit sa akin pero nangyayari na hindi kita sinisisi kung bakit naging ganto dahil tama ka, ginusto ko to. Sa dami ng nangyari, hindi nagbago yung nararamdaman ko sa'yo, mas lalo kitang minahal. Hindi mo ko iniwan kahit na alam mong mali ang ginawa ko na nasasaktan ka na. Alam ko na yung pagkakamaling nagawa ko ang naging dahilan kung bakit ka nagbago. Inaamin ko na nahihirapan at nasasaktan ako dahil ang hirap ko ng mahalin lahat ng mga bagay na sinasabi at ginagawa ko. Ang tingin mo na lang lagi ay kasinungalingan. Hindi ko na alam kung paano ko may babalik ang lahat. Maaring hindi nang dahil yung sinasabi mong mahal mo ko, di na yon totoo. Ang totoong nararamdaman mo ay galit. Sa totoo lang, ayokong tapusin kung anong meron tayo dahil hindi ko kaya na mawala ang isang taong nagpahalaga sa akin. Isa pang dahilan kung bakit ayokong matapos dahil kay kulit. Kulit. It's a word that means like a rambunctious or a mischievous child. Kulit. So this is referring to Daisaku. Gusto kong itama ang lahat. Gusto kong kilalanin ka niyang ama at makapiling ka niya. Alam kong malabo at mahirap, masakit sa'kin yon. Araw-araw, dasal ko sana makasama ka niya, pero tu habang 'to matagal lalong gumugulo ang lahat, nagkakasakitan na tayo, galit na ang, namumuo sa'tin. Inaamin ko takot akong mawala ka, takot akong makahanap ka ng iba. Ayokong magkaroon ng iba dahil masakit na pangalawang pamilya mo nung mga or niya lang kami tapos magkakaroon pa ng iba. Yun ang isang dahilan ng palaging pag-aaway natin, sa sobrang takot ko na mawala ka at makahanap ng iba na paparaning nako sa mga babaeng nagiging malapit o nakakasalamuha mo. Alam kong mali pero hindi ko maiwasan. Patawad sa lahat ng pagkakamali at kasalanan ko sa iyo. Alam ko hindi ko alam kong hindi mo ko mapapatawad. Pipil Pipiliin kong umalis at matapos na kung anong meron tayo, dahil sobrang sakit na para sa akin na hindi kami magiging legal or legal, at ang tingin mo na lang sa'kin na yon ay isang bayarang babae. Alam ko nakilala mo ko sa maling paraan, pero hindi ako yung tipong babae na inisip mo. Wala sa bokabularyo ng buhay ko ang maging pokpok. Kagaya ng sinabi mo, ang sakit hindi ko matanggap. Pinipilit kong intindihin at unawain kung bakit mo nasabi sa'kin yon, pero ayoko nung lokohin yung sarili ko na nagbago na kung anong tingin mo sa'kin. Patawad sa lahat ng sakit at galit na ipinadama ko sa'yo. Totoong minahal kita nung sobra. Alam ko hindi ko na maibabalik ang lahat, kaya mabuti pang tapusin na. Patawad muli sa lahat, wala akong balak guluhin ka o ang pamilya mo. Ako na mismo ang bilayo kahit masakit. Kahit hindi ko kayang wala ka, gagawin ko at titiisin ko para sa ikakaayos ng lahat patawad muli. Mahal na mahal ka namin. Hanggang sa muli. Salamat sa pagmamahal at oras na inilaan mo. Paalam na palagi kong ipag ah, ipag dornasal na maging maayos ka. Hanggang dito na lang. Jinky and Daisaku, we love you, Dada. So, long letter. So it was explained to me that this is that Jinky well, I was thinking while I was reading that I wanted to finish explaining um, the sort of sad but also funny story of what happened day before yesterday, late at night. Jinky saying, "I want to come to your house right now. Not bring Daisaku, and just so we can have sex." And I'm like, yeah. I mean, I already see what she's doing. She wants to come here. She wants to gain access to the house on the pretext of having sex. She wants to use her body or the promise of her body as a distraction, way to distract me, so that she can get the original copy of this damning letter and destroy it. And yeah, no, you're not. I said, so why not come tomorrow? Oh no, I need sex now. I'm horny, she said. I, saying things that I might have said, like it's normal to have a sex drive, and it's not normal to go long periods of time, a month or more, without sex. So she's like, "Oh, well, yeah, it's not weird that I'm requesting to come over and have sex with you right now at 10 p.m. All of a sudden, I'm horny." She's like, "It's just my body. My body needs sex right now, and I wanna do it with you." No, not believable even for half a second, because she knows what the letter is that I found, and I wonder how many of these letters exist. If I just found this one randomly among some papers or in a book here on the desk. Um, well, the translation here. So I want to get different people translate, because you can. When you're translating between languages, there's more than one way to translate. Depends who's translating, who's interpreting, what words they're going to use. But this particular translation says, "Dear Ray, I don't know how to start this letter. I'm full of hatred for what happened. It's been long time past and wasted of us. I know this is not the vocabulary of your life, that you have a mistress or have a second family. How many years passed that I've been knowing you?" Okay, so years. So she has been his mistress while still a child, a sexually mature child, but still under the eyes of the law, not yet 18, a child, because years, plural. So she was definitely 16, 17, while being a mistress to this guy. Ray. Man, I know by myself that we meet each other in a wrong time. You know me as a bitch child, but we didn't know that we have been through for the two of us. Hmm. You know that you've changed me a lot. You teach me a lesson in my life. In many years that you are in my life, I am a lot of thankful because I found a person that really understand who I am. I'm happy that you are coming into my life, and I did not deny that. I found attention that I am looking for in my life that I am not find in my family. Even you came into my life in a wrong time. I know it's not right time or wrong that I'm part of your life because you have a family. You have kids, and I don't want to destroy your family. I choose to be blind and accept what I've been choose because I want you. And days and time passes by, I realized that I began to love you and be your mistress. Ooh. I don't care if my family or other people backstab on me. Maybe that means gossip. I don't know. When I meet you, I I am begin to more apart to my family. She's not talking about me as her family or her kids. She's talking about her siblings and father. They says I'm a big disappointment on them. Hmm. Hmm. But you are there to me. You are there to up me and prove to them that they are wrong. Hmm. You know that I'm telling myself whatever happens, I'm not going to lose you. I'm gonna fight for your love or our love. And then Elias, me, came into my life. My big mistake, the reason why your love to me is gone, and it's turned to hatred. Well, Chinky, you joined this website for meeting specifically for Filipinos or Asians, AsianDating.com, specifically for meeting foreigners, people from outside of your home country, people from outside Thailand, Philippines, Vietnam, whatever. So you put yourself on there at age 18 and you met me and you talked to me for a year before I came. So all this time you're carrying on with me, making me believe that you are perfectly single and available, which is not hard to believe because you're only 18 and then 19. But this whole time you're in love with Ray and you're his mistress. So, wow. Um, yeah, you talk about I came into your life like I'm doing something wrong. We talked for a year, and then we made plans. Flies, give me a break. Um, I admitted that it is my fault and you're right. I choose Ilias for my family. I exchange my happiness for them. So, what does that say? Exchange your happiness. So, you choose to be miserable with me. I felt happy, and I was happy being with you uh, for the time that we were together, Jinky. But from the very beginning, you in your mind, you're sacrificing your happiness to be with me for them, your family. So you want to bring me into your life, not because you like me or love me, but because I can benefit your family. Damn, that sucks. That sucks for me. You, that's the way you've always thought. I choose, and you're right, I choose Ilias for my family. I exchange my happiness for them. It hurts me, but I didn't blame you. And you're right again, it is my choice. Even I have been through this, my feelings for you, I love for you did not gone. I know what I am done to you. That's the reasons for you to change. Damn, it hurts. It hurts to read that for me. It sucks. Man. All what I am saying, you think it's a big lies. I don't know how to change your mind and to be back your love for me. I did not believe you, even you say that you love me. I know you only says that, but the truth is you hate me. Well, Jinky, um, I, it's pretty clear that you love Ray, and I, I have no. I'm not gonna stop you from loving him, and I want to raise my kids. It was maybe I didn't get to the part yet, but it was explained to me by my my assistant Dea, Ellie Dea, and by the attorney after he read this that you want Ray to be a father figure, a father. Of course, he can't be biologically. I am, but you want Ray to be the father. You want the children, Daisaku and maybe Alex as well, to recognize Ray as their father. So now it makes more sense why you were pushing for me to be deported. Because I'm just a tool. And you you love Ray, but you know um, I refuse. I refuse to allow you to uh, raise Daisaku uh, to identify Ray as his father. No, fuck that. He's my son. I love him, and he loves me, and he knows that I am his father, and that's never going to change. Same thing with Alex. Just the flies would fuck the fuck off. I all what I'm saying, you think it's a big lies. I don't know how to change your mind and to be back your love for me. I didn't believe you, even you say that you love me. I know you only says that, but the truth is you hate me. I hope not, because I'm going to win this custody case. I'm going to have custody of both of our children, full custody, and I really I don't. If you love Ray, I don't want him to hate you. I don't know how Ray's wife is going to feel about that. She's going to be open to him having a mistress, or if since this letter was written, if she has found out about you, that you are his mistress and that you love him and he loves you. But yeah, I mean, go to Ray, and I'll take my kids, and we'll live in a nice beach town, not in ugly, dirty North Caloocan, Bagong Silang, um, and not here in Bulacan province, San Jose del Monte either. We'll go to the beautiful part of the Philippines where the tourists go. They don't come here, where there's nothing really. And the only reason to live here is you're a Filipino and you want to live in the vicinity of the National Capital Region or in the National Capital Region, Metro Manila. People like me, well, we don't give a flying fuck about Metro Manila, about being in its vicinity. I mean, rather, we're in the Philippines, so we want to associate the Philippines with beach island life. So uh, I want to go to the beach, and if you think it can stop me, you're wrong. I'm going. I'm going to Visayas region and find a nice town on the beach, and me and our kids, me and my children, not Ray's children, my sons, not Ray's sons. We are going to go live there, and you will not be shut out from our life. You can visit, and they will call you mom. They will not call any other woman mom. I'm not like you in that way. I'm not going to try and make them call some of the women mom, like you want them to call Ray father, and you want Ray to consider them as his sons. That makes me feel sick. That you want that. The truth is, I don't want to end this relationship because I don't want to lose you. And one more thing, I don't I don't want to lose you. And one more thing, I don't want to lose you because of Kulet. So Kulet, like I said, is a word that means it's like it's a noun and an adjective. Uh, uh, Filipinos say to describe a child who is mischievous, which most the older 1 year olds and the 2 year olds and the 3 and 4 year olds, they can be mischievous. They walking and then running is new to them, and objects around in the world are new to them. So they don't know that it's inconvenient when they pull the plug out of the wall and now your computer and your TV are off, or they take something off the shelf and just throw it. So then, when in these situations, the Filipino would say "kulet." So it's a nickname, and she's referring to Daisaku. She doesn't want to lose Ray because of Daisaku. Well, guess what, Janky? You don't have to. You give up on your defense because I am the plaintiff. I am the one saying, "Give me custody of these kids." I'm asking the court, and then you decide to resist to get a public defender attorney on your side and to ask them to not give me custody. You wanna keep them, but hey, stop your defense, your resistance. Tell the court that you agree that I should be the one to have full custody, and then you don't lose Ray. Go, go be Ray's mistress, or maybe wait for Philippines to legalize divorce, and then Ray can get a divorce. Whatever. I don't give a shit. I don't know why I'm speculating, um, but I just know that I will win, and I will have custody of our kids, and I don't have to think about you and Ray. I want Kulet Taisaku knows you as his father. Oh man, that's sick. That's demented. It's so disrespectful to me. And to be with him. No, no, that's not gonna happen, Chinky. You are not going to keep him. You have him now. It's temporary. And I question my wisdom in giving him back to you when I had him. And when I knew the law that I don't have to give him to you until there's a court order to do so. But now with this letter, it's like a golden ticket. It's like impossible that I lose. It was unlikely before. Now it's a 99.99% chance that I'm going to win. I don't see how I could lose. Same with my attorney. He's excited. He's excited about this because it's our ticket to victory. I know it's impossible. You're damn right it is. Damn right it is. Because I'm not going to let it happen. Every day I prayed that it's going to happen. Yeah, well, keep saying your prayers, but they're not going to be answered. No. I admit I'm afraid to lose you. You find another girl. I don't want you to find another girl because I know it's hard to be a second family. Then you find another girl aside on us. Another mistress. Oh, this Ray. Got lots of mistresses, I guess. I guess he likes them young, even under 18. I like my girls young, but I'm not gonna mess around with the under 18. You know, uh, I'm 38. When I came here to the Philippines, I was 33, and being a man in your 30s and you want a 18 and 19-year old, it's like, wow, there's a big age difference, but you know, it's it's legal. Well, apparently, this Ray has no scruples about his mistresses, plural, being under 18. Hmm. Forgive me for all the heartache that I am done. I choose to go far away from you because I know I'm not going to be your legal wife. And you think I am a slut girl. Well, I don't know. I can't imagine what's the thoughts of this Ray. Um, but if, on a side note, if the Philippines would catch up with the rest of the world, all the other countries in the world, and legalize divorce, um, so that people could get out of bad marriages. Like my marriage to you is obviously based on based on lies and fraud, and not on love at all. At least not from you. You know, you are with me as a sacrifice. You're like you see yourself as a martyr for your family, being with me, marrying me. So we obviously should get a divorce. It's unfortunately not possible because of where we are, because we're in the Philippines. So, and Ray, I mean, it's a it's a it's a dream. That's all it is. That if I don't know if Ray loves his wife, maybe he doesn't want to divorce his wife for you, so that he could marry you, uh, even if he could. I don't know. I don't know. I know we have met at a wrong time. You think I am a slut, and it has hurt me. Why does he think you're a slut? Because you chose me, I guess. That's why he thinks you're a slut. Hmm. I try to understand why you tell me that I don't want to fool myself. Hmm. Sorry for all the heartache that I'm causing. It's true that I love you. I know I didn't bring all of that back. Sorry again. I don't want causing you trouble again for your family. Hmm. Sorry, and we love you more. Speak for your damn self, Jinky. Daisaku does not love Ray. He loves me. And I know that. I know by how he behaves around me. He knows who his father is. He will never love Ray. Count on that. Till we meet again, thank you for your love and time for us. Jinky and Daisaku, we love you, Dada. No, you can love Ray. Daisaku will not know this person, Ray. When I get custody, he will never see Ray again. He will not know, and I will not tell him that. Maybe he'll find out later when he's an adult and he can handle it. But as a child, he will never know that his name, a part of his name, Ray, is in honor of your lover, the man to whom you were or are a mistress.